We're here with Rob Gearing, and Rob's just going to show us a little bit about the Spartan Bipods. Now these are all carbon fibre. You might have seen it on my YouTube channel. I use a Spartan Javelin, and they're absolute quality bits of kit. What I love about them is you can get the little adapters what you can put on every rifle, so you have one bipod that fits all. So Rob's going to tell us a little bit more information about what's about.
Absolutely. Well, good to meet you. Look, the nuts and bolts of it are the Javelin. It comes in two sizes at the moment. It will come in three. This is the standard size, but we're doing a stubby one for the air gunners, because you've got that gas tank underneath. So we've been asked to make one like about 3 centimetres shorter than this. The stuff is made out of 5 layers of carbon fibre, Japanese. The head is 7075 grade alloy. It's a solid billet of machined alloy. You'd break the head before you broke this carbon. The stuff is bomb-proof. The legs are extendable, and then the tripod legs will go in the bipod legs, so you can make this effectively a seated bipod if you're squirrel bashing or rabbit shooting and you want a seat. Really goes on the rifle very simply. There's a series of adapters. This is the one that comes in the kit, and it'll take the bipod in 2 directions. So that's now in hunt mode, so you can transit and cant over. If you want to do longer range shots, you just simply turn it round and put it in backwards. So now it's locked in place. There is a lever lock, and my view is the lever lock is much better than the thumb lock, because especially with your air guns, they can be quite heavy. If you take that thumb nut off and put the lever lock on it, you can lock that cant block down really thoroughly. You'll never do it with the thumb knot because, as I say, it's a solid billet of aluminium.
Mine's a thumb lock, and I often find there's always a little bit of movement.
Send me an email, I'll send you a lever lock. But these are all the adapters, so there's a huge option of adapters that will fit pretty much most rifles or air guns. Most people tend to migrate straight onto these gunsmith adapters. If you see that one just underneath here, you can bond it into the stock or put it under your gas tank, and then it's a nicer answer because it's actually an integral part of the stock. You have to keep your sling swivel stub then, obviously.
Those people that are buying and changing guns all the time.
This is easy, it's easy. And now we do a guide adapter as well, which actually you don't even have to remove your QD stud. You put that straight over the QD stud. So the professional guides can rig their clients' rifles up for the system. Clearly when you've got that there, you can then use a tripod unit as well, which is also a bipod. Just goes in, it's really simple, just engages on the magnet. So it's a very quick system to use, and there really is no weight to that. Again, really good, strong quality carbon. We're changing, we're upgrading the leg locks to do an external twist lock because we don't like these. But the head is, again, 7075 grade alloy. It's really, everything's made. If we could make it better, we would. There is this bipod here is a different tool, really. It's something that we developed for the military. It's called the Spartan 300, and it's really a get you out of trouble bipod. Lobs on the rifle. I worked a bit with the SEALs on the west coast of America, and they wanted they phoned me about this, and I said, well, it's a hunting bipod, and they said, yeah, well, we hunt people. So I went over there and spent a bit of time, and really that was the development from that. And so the Spartan 300 does a couple of things that the Javelin won't do, and that is it can stay under the rifle, but it can be pulled off quickly. But this is not a hunting tool, as my view. This will do 2 things that the Spartan 300 does not do. 1, you can lock it in position, and 2, you can lock it down with a lever lock. This, once you put it on there, you know, it's a pretty fluid system, works very effectively for what it's meant for. So hunting animals, hunting people, basically, and now we're doing a whole military line, so we're doing a lot more with the AR platforms. But exciting story, little British company. We're just 4 years old today, really, because this was our first launch 4 years ago, and we've sold 25,000 of these. All right, we're just getting into America now. We make them for Blaser, Sauer, Strasser, Weatherby, Kimber, Cooper, Christensen Arms in the States. Pretty much all the top rifle manufacturers in the US are now taking that as a branded bipod to sell us up with their hunting rifles. So we're hugely excited about that.
Great. Thank you very much, Rob.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, brilliant.
Good.
Appreciate
Nice to
it.
meet you, and keep
you.
the show up. Good
Cheers.
stuff. Cheers.